Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, audio is clear?
Yes, Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Now this is the time for the class, 4:20:16. So here in the Prabhupada mentions in the purport taking 26 qualities. This is mentioned many times in Prabhupada books about the qualities. So they are important. Just like many people apply for a job. And what is the first thing we see is that does a person has any qualities? When you want to get married in your life, what are the things you see? Does a person have any qualities? When you make somebody a friend, you will definitely see does he have any qualities? And most important, somebody wants to come as a guest, he wants to stay in your house. First thing you will say, does he have personal good qualities? Otherwise he may disturb my family. Now Krishna, we are asking Krishna, please allow me to come to your house, the spiritual world. Krishna will, first thing he will see, do we have personal qualities? Otherwise, we may say I'm chanting, but then why that has not led to any good qualities? See, Krishna is going by the result. We go by the result. Now somebody says, allow me to come to your house, and he's very arrogant, he's very proud, he has so many bad qualities. And you say, no, there are some problems with you. No, I'm chanting Hare Krishna. That's okay, but I do not know. That is your problem. But I do not see any good qualities in you. You understand? So Krishna is not going to say, oh, I attend Mangalarti, I chant 16 rounds, I eat prasadam only, and that's okay, but why don't you have any good qualities? Why the result has not come? Correct? The result should be visible to us. So Krishna is not, so we have to meditate our own self, Here we are in this movement, our ambition is to encourage everybody. Yes, please chant Hare Krishna, please follow all these things. But then we don't get attracted to anybody unless he has qualities. And nobody will be attracted to us also unless we have good qualities. So we have to focus on our own self, because just like we have an examination paper, it's our business to some extent to focus on our paper. That is the first thing. What I have to do, what other people are getting marks, but that's not my business. True, if somebody is submissive to me, somebody wants help here, can you help me, how do you solve the paper? We can tell him something. But otherwise, my first responsibility is that I'm getting good marks. So similarly, these 26 qualities show, now it's not 0 and 1, that somebody has good or bad, no. He may have, but to a small extent. Correct? In Brahma, all the qualities are present in full. It's perfect. 50 qualities are mentioned there. But here there is another calculation, the subset of this set. There are 26 is being mentioned in a Vaisnava. So, therefore we are practicing Krishna consciousness. In the stage we are in as a sadhaka, the qualities have not manifested because we are devotee, because these are the original qualities which are there in spirit soul. Spirit soul is good son of God and he has all qualities, but because are covered, just like we took an example, when you are covered by cold infection, so we do show some funny behavior. We start sneezing, we are coughing, but that is not my behavior, original behavior. So similarly, these qualities are being covered by the illusion which I am today stuck to. Okay? So we have to therefore figure out, in the sadhaka state, therefore, we have to not hurt people because of our low-level situation. Therefore, as a sadhana, we have to express these qualities. Somebody said, what can I do? I'm a Kanishtadhikari, so I'm angry sometimes. No, as a sadhana, you have to control your anger. Vacho vegam, manasa krodha vegam, jiva vegam, udarapasta vegam. So vegas are there because these qualities are not naturally coming out of me now. So there was control has to be there. So sadhaka has to be in control, has to. True, when we are among our close friends, we are not so much, but at least when we are in public, we have to be very careful. Because people are not, people will not be take interest in Krishna consciousness if we are not, at least as a sadhana, show good qualities. You go to meet somebody and you have all the bad qualities, he will not be interested in Krishna consciousness. People will lose interest in Krishna consciousness if we show our unwanted behavior. So as a matter of sadhana, we have to control. Okay? We have to control ourselves as a matter of sadhana, particularly where we are in public. When you are among close friends, okay, we all know, we are all conditioned, we are all gripped by Maya. Sometimes it's all okay, fine. But at least when you are in public, they are very judgmental. They are finding fault in you. They are looking for faults in you. They are looking for one wrong statement. And that's it. It will be very, very dangerous actually to behave in a wrong way. We should be very, very careful. So these are the behavior. So one has to be careful. And as we are going towards, suppose we are going towards sun, we become hot like the sun. So similarly, we are going toward Krishna, who is the reservoir of all the qualities. Nectar of devotion, there is a mention of 64 qualities of Krishna. But we go towards Krishna, so we should also become hot like the sun. When we go towards sun, so similarly, when we are approaching Krishna, we should show very nice qualities. So to the degree we have developed those qualities, it shows we are away from the effect of the three modes, and the natural qualities of the soul are coming out. In fact, the devotees, as they meet us in the beginning, they cannot understand our Krishna consciousness. They cannot understand much of philosophy. But in the beginning, they are just observing our qualities. People get attracted to Krishna consciousness, meet them when they see good qualities in us. Right? The beginning, they are not listening to your philosophy, they are not interested in an argument, they are not interested in. They see what effect this has brought onto you. So there are various instances actually. So today, very interesting. I asked ChatGPT, can you tell one instance of Srila Prabhupada life where he can show some instance, he can show good qualities? It gave me. So then I said, can you give me at least 3 instances for everyone? It gave me that also. So it's amazing. You want to hear? ChatGPT glorifying Prabhupada. Okay. So there are, first it was giving me 1, then I said, can you give me 3? There are 3. I think we don't have time for 3, we go for 1. Best is to actually, there is so I think better to go by 1, where Kripalu, that is the first. So now this is very, this is say Prabhupada was merciful, very easy to understand in what condition he was preaching as an acharya. And he could see the very difficult position the people were in America. He was not so attracted by the opulence of the country. He was rather very much Krishna. He was rather seeing the pathetic condition the people were in. and keeping the message of Krishna consciousness in his heart, he very mercifully injected Krishna consciousness in the heart of his followers. Yes, yes, Mataji, can you read?
Hare Krishna Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Kind, Kripalu. Once upon a time, in the early days of ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada was living in New York City. Many of his early disciples were young, countercultural individuals struggling with substance abuse and a lack of direction. Prabhupada saw their potential and showed immense kindness by not only teaching them Krishna consciousness, but also personally cooking meals for them. Despite his advanced age and limited resources, he would make chapatis, rice and sabji for them every day. Even when exhausted, he served them with love, ensuring they felt cared for and spiritually nourished. This kindness transformed these lost souls into dedicated Vaishnavas.
So very nice. Prabhupada used to say that only lazy people do not cook. He used to say that. And he was personally not lazy, in the sense that beginning his movement was, people do not know what he brought people to Krishna consciousness with. One thing definitely, the clear philosophy, the Sankirtana and Prasadam. Correct? So Prabhupada says very simple to spread. He said very simple. Now, if we have to do in that difficult position, it is going to be very difficult. Correct? We may not even attempt it. But according to Srila Prabhupada, these three things we should be ready. We should be ready to cook, we should be ready to sing, and we should be ready to explain simple philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Krishna conscious philosophy is actually very simple. The servant of Krishna, chant Hare Krishna. So we should explain these three things. It's not a very big deal. Not some very complicated philosophy which you'll understand after 100 years of study. Nothing. Very simple philosophy. Very simple chanting. Very simple cooking and distributing prasadam. So this shows the kindness. And Prabhupada is effective because of ready to apply this process. Correct? We sometimes mess it up. We give philosophy, it's so complicated, people can't understand. We do kirtan that nobody can follow. And we are not ready to give them nice prasadam. Then how you're thinking it will spread. So Prabhupada do these three things. When people come, have nice sankirtan, then give them a little simple philosophy and give them nice prasadam. Anybody will become Krishna conscious. He used to say, why not the government, it has big resources, it has big community hall, this, that, they can give us. They can give us resources to give them nice prasadam and nice. But all the three things should be there. Sometimes you get excited, will go and distribute only prasadam. They will know Sankirtana, they will know explanation of philosophy. Prasadam is powerful, but then there are various problems with this. Number one, cooking prasadam for mass distribution, then you will have to compromise on the standard of cooks. You will be bringing karmis, and not only karmis, even if you want to compromise more, you will bring people who drink everything they do. Then I don't know what is the potency of the prasadam, and we don't see much effect happening by that kind of ways. Prasadam is effective when it is cooked by a devotee, offered with love by a devotee, and eaten by a devotee. For that, eating with honor, you have to explain little value of prasadam. You have to do little sankirtana to make the whole atmosphere so pleasing. So, kindness is Krishna conscious kindness. So don't, I'll just distribute prasadam. Do it in a proper way, it will be effective. We became devotee not just because we had prasadam, we became devotees because we heard some nice philosophy. And we became devotee कैसे बने? हमारे गांव में आके कोई प्रसाद खिलाता था और devotee बन गए. ऐसा नहीं हुआ. तो डिवोटी लोग आए, संकीर्तन किया, थोड़ा प्रसाद डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया, कुछ फिलॉसफी समझाए. तीनों चीज चाहिए. So, kind means spiritually being kind in a proper way, then it will be effective. So, Prabhupada was doing all the three things. And if it is, his age was quite advanced at that time, it was quite elderly. Okay, next one.
Second, not quarrelsome, akruta droha. Once upon a time, Srila Prabhupada was invited to speak at a university in India. During the lecture, an atheist in the audience began arguing loudly, accusing spiritual leaders of misleading people for personal gain. Rather than becoming defensive or angry, Prabhupada smiled gently and said, "You are very intelligent and I appreciate your questions. But intelligence is perfected when it is used to understand Krishna." His calm and composed response disarmed the critic and won over the audience, who were inspired by his wisdom and patience.
Akrita droha. Simply, see, we get hurt. If something like this happens, first thing, we are not ready. We are drinking the honor. Thousands of people are listening to me. I am in that platform. And somebody challenges. We are not ready. Number one. Number two, we are insecure. We are not strong. And who gets angry? These are weak people. Anger is a sign of weakness. If you don't have an argument, you need to get angry. And you see another thing, compassion. Prabhupada says, you are so intelligent. Why not use this intelligence to understand Krishna, in a positive way? This is coming because in his heart there is compassion. He's seeing that these people are unnecessarily agitated. They are not drinking the pleasure of Krishna consciousness, they are entitled to. Unnecessarily they are lost in the word of Maya and creating more complications. So, Akrita Durva. And another example, we can take Srila Prabhupada's Guru. When Srila Prabhupada met his Guru for the first time, there was an argument actually. He told his spiritual master that, how we can spread Krishna consciousness, it is very difficult. India is not independent today. India is ruled by foreigners. How we are able to spread Krishna consciousness, So what did Prabhupada? Prabhupada accepted. He's not quarrelsome. He accepted. Correct? Because the spiritual master said, no, the Krishna conscious movement cannot wait. And he didn't argue further. Perfect. He accepted. He's not just, today, suppose we have some line of, we are so much proud. I said this argument, मैंने ये बोला. इतना लोग सुन रहे थे, मैंने ये बोला, उसने ये बोला. तो मैं तो नीचे हो गया ना. See, at that moment, his guru he's not his guru. He's a saint. Correct? But when argument was correct, he accepted, he didn't fight. And his spiritual life started. Now suppose you say, no, what are you saying? I am saying this, I don't care, I get up and go. Then it would not have started. True, he is a pure devotee of Krishna already, but they're giving you a good example. So sometimes it may happen to us. Because of our ego is hurt, we just, spoil everything. We don't forget, we forget what is the overall picture. Correct? Not quarrelsome. We don't want to fight. As a movement, we keep away from all dvanda. In this world, people want to fight. We keep away from all this. Okay. Truthful. Yes.
Satyavak. Once upon a time, a wealthy donor approached Srila Prabhupada with an offer to support ISKCON, but with the condition that he be publicly acknowledged as a great benefactor. Prabhupada respectfully declined, saying, "I cannot compromise the truth. The Krishna is the true benefactor, and we are simply his servants." This integrity deeply impressed the donor, who later contributed without any conditions, recognizing Prabhupada's unwavering commitment to truth.
In fact, there were so many instances where Prabhupada says, people asked him, why not make an international society for God consciousness, making more liberal. Prabhupada said, then they bring so many gods. People will, not only what we are speaking, people will bring so many so-called gods. So therefore, Prabhupada said, I cannot agree. Okay? And this person, Prabhupada convinced him, said, truthful. Yeah, so this is more instances. Satyavak. Somebody said, Prabhupada, can we adjust certain rules so we can attract more people to the temple? You see, Srila Prabhupada there in India, he kept speaking Krishna conscious, the truth. Nobody followed him. There were no followers, there was no big public support. But Prabhupada did not budge from that. Never combat to Prabhupada. If you dilute Krishna's teaching, they will lose their potency. Take care.
Story 2. Once upon a time, a newspaper reporter asked Prabhupada, "Why do you wear these robes? Isn't it just a show?" Prabhupada replied honestly, "This dress is traditional, but it is not important. What is important is surrender to God. Without that, any dress is meaningless."
So we should think about ourselves. We are also wearing some dress. Dress is not important. It is What is important? Am I surrendered to Krishna? That is important. True, wearing the dress, we get a feeling, just like you wear army man's dress, you feel like an army man. You wear a sports dress, you feel like a sportsman. Dress helps us, but that's not everything. Am I surrendered to Krishna? That is more important. Okay.
Story 3. Once upon a time, during a public event, a wealthy businessman suggested that Prabhupada should promote Hindu culture rather than focus on Krishna. Prabhupada boldly said, I am not here for Hinduism or any sectarian religion. I am here to teach Krishna consciousness, which is beyond any material designation. The audience applauded his fearlessness and truthfulness.
Yes.
Equal
So,
to, yes.
so much time people promote Hindu. We have to be very tactful in that. We don't want to show that we are not Hindu. At the same time, we don't want to get into their hate. Sometimes it is hate mentality. They hate other religions. Prabhupada respected all religions. Okay.
4. Equal to everyone, Samaha. Story 1. Once upon a time, in a temple in America, a devotee asked why Prabhupada allowed women to join ISKCON when many traditional groups did not. Prabhupada replied, Krishna sees the soul, not the body. Everyone, regardless of gender, has the right to serve Krishna. His fairness inspired both men and women to dedicate their lives to Krishna consciousness.
Yeah, this was actually extraordinary because even his godmother was criticized. What is this? So many women in this movement, and particularly beautiful women in this movement, all fair, America, Britain, they're joining the movement. Some even actresses joined. Proper time, even models joined. And why you're allowing everybody? Prabhupada said, everybody should get a chance to serve Krishna. There's once one brahmachari said, I cannot chant. There are so beautiful girls in this temple hall. Prabhupada said, better go to forest. He was so angry, you better go to forest. Why you want to take away their chance to serve Krishna? You know, in some Mayavadi, they are like that. When they give an address, no woman should be present in the hall only. Like that they do. So Prabhupada did not like this kind of artificial renunciation, Prabhupada said. Okay.
Story 2. Once upon a time in South Africa during Apartheid, Srila Prabhupada instructed his disciples to open temples where all races could worship together. He said, Krishna consciousness is for everyone. There is no room for discrimination in spiritual life. His stance on equality made ISKCON a beacon of unity.
Yeah, in fact, Prabhupada used to say this is real United Nations because people are there from all around the world here. On a spiritual platform, they are together. But Prabhupada used to joke, what a United Nations is united animals. It cannot bring united. They'll only be fighting. They don't have a philosophy. No, what they can speak? The philosophy is to hate and fight. And also the head of the United Nations goes to Russia and what he can speak? Does he have a philosophy to speak? Simply speaking, meaninglessly. Yeah. So Prabhupada saw that, he said there are so many Africans. In fact, there is a lecture in Bombay and he's explaining very nicely. Very nicely explains that all the devotees are present, the African devotees are present. They are feeling little odd because they are in another color, black color, and the other devotees are there. So Prabhupada says, is it that when I feel pain, is it Indian pain is different from African pain is different? He's explaining, everything is same. The bodily color is just external.
Story 3. Once upon a time in London, a homeless man entered the temple during a kirtan. While some devotees hesitated to interact with him, Prabhupada personally welcomed him, offering him prasadam and a seat close to the altar. The man was so moved that he began chanting along with the devotees. Would you like me to continue in this way for... Sorry.
This is chat asking me, and you see what I answered. I said, yes, continue, you're doing wonderful. And he continued. See, so nice now. Life has become easy. In fact, in the Brahmin initiation paper one day I put, it gave all the answers correctly. Brahmin Diksha paper. So this is many times it has happened. There was one devotee coming to the temple and he was just sleeping in the temple hall, sleeping. So devotees wrote to Prabhupada, can we throw him out? So Prabhupada replied, can't you tolerate? And devotees, now they got a direct order, can't you tolerate? He says, tolerate it. And later he became a great devotee. The beginning, these things are there, but we sometimes don't have a capacity to be affectionate, compassionate. Yeah. Faultless.
Number 5, faultless, nirdoshaha. Story 1. Once upon a time, a disciple accidentally spilled a pot of milk meant for an offering to the deities. Fearing reprimand, he hesitated to tell Prabhupada. When Prabhupada found out, he smiled and said, "Mistakes happen, but always try your best for Krishna." This faultless attitude encouraged the devotee to serve with more care and devotion.
I don't know where ChatGPT gets all this. I hope it is not making the story.
Story 2. Once upon a time, a critic publicly accused Prabhupada of exploiting his disciples for money. Instead of retaliating, Prabhupada calmly replied, "I live simply like a mendicant. Whatever they do is out of love for Krishna." His transparent and blameless nature silenced the critic, who later admitted Prabhupada's sincerity.
Okay, so we go to the next quality, charitable.
Number 6, charitable Vadanya. Story 1. Once upon a time in Vrindavan, Srila Prabhupada noticed widows begging on the street. He instructed his disciples to organize prasadam distribution for the needy, saying, "Krishna consciousness must include care for people's material needs. When their stomachs are full, they can think of God."
Yeah, prasadam distribution, yes. The way the best is asked from the temple, people come to the temple, take prasadam. Sometimes we can go out. Okay, but not just do that time we do Harinam Sankirtan also, we instruct also. Sometimes we give Prabhupada books also. That makes it nice. Yeah.
Story 2. Once upon a time, a man in New York approached Prabhupada with no interest in spiritual matters but asked for help finding a job. Prabhupada gave him prasadam and said, "Do not worry, Krishna is watching you. Do your duty and everything will improve." A few weeks later, the man returned, employed and curious about Krishna consciousness.
I know.
Number 7, gentle.
I think this is
Number 8, clean, shuchihi.
so many, and I need to spend time on this because there are. If you can type on the net, I was hearing, I was Prabhupada, the disciples speaking about Prabhupada quality. It is very, very touching because it's like they went through an experience. So not only that, imagine those experiences stayed with them for more than 50 years, because they're touched by the transcendental qualities. So now, therefore, what is in it take home for us is that, yes, spend time. See, the best thing is association. We change by association. By association, we understand, yes, see, because we are always in the world and I am the best person in this world. That's the kind of Hava Maya gives us. So when we associate, we understand so many things I have to learn. And Srila Prabhupada's character was totally, the no touch of Maya, totally in the Krishna consciousness. So therefore, as people touched, interacted with him, that experience remains with them even for more than 50 years. Today, 1977, Srila Prabhupada has departed. So, 2024. So many devotees experience, they're speaking of 50-year-old experience. Can you think about it? Somebody interacted with Prabhupada 50 years ago, and that few minutes of that behavior is still kept in his heart. They are writing Prabhupada memories. There are so many books devotees are writing on Prabhupada memories, even today. Just imagine, they're remembering that experience of 50 years old, and he's writing. One of the authorized biography of Srila Prabhupada, the Leelamrita, that we can. And then apart from that, so many devotees wrote so many books. Somebody wrote What is the Difficulty, somebody wrote Harishwari Prabhu, he wrote one more. That is voluminous. And when you read actually from the devotees, it is even more touching because he's explaining his experience, it is even more touching. In a way, now they have even made this 26 qualities. They even made a video, a series of 26 videos where they asked different devotees, please narrate some of the qualities of Prabhupada, and then they divided into 26. You can locate that also on YouTube. Just type Prabhupada 26 qualities. You find that from GVC project. They did it, 26 qualities. So, And actually for us, so we hear from the devotees, we hear from the Shastra, we hear from ChatGPT. But it is best is that when we read Prabhupada books, you can feel his personality. Prabhupada said, somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, what will happen to the moment when you die? Prabhupada said, I'll not die, I'll remain in my books. But by association, if you can keep some time and hear, you can feel he's such a great devotee, and that will be nice, because what is the asset we have? Every day, the day goes away. What is the asset, the real asset which is going to stay with us? Faith in the Vaishnavas, faith in Krishna. Now, this is developed by association, so we should always, at the end of the day, so nice. Prabhupada is so great. This will naturally appear. The more you associate, more it will appear. And then, when we have developed some faith in the spiritual master, we have developed faith in Krishna, that is what will help us to surrender, no? How do you surrender without faith? Why will you even obey Srila Prabhupada if there is faith is lacking? But faith is not 0 and 100, it's different stages, it grows. Just like you trust somebody. How do you trust somebody? You know him. I know this person for a good time, I can trust him, correct? The first day when meet somebody, okay, just by giving benefit of doubt, but over a period of time, I can trust him. So similarly, we develop trust with Krishna by association. As we keep associating, and with the holy name, with the Krishna philosophy, with Krishna Prasadam, the Krishna Bhaktas, we associate with Krishna Dhama, Krishna temples, Krishna's holy name. As we keep associating with the different elements of Krishna in this world, this is how the Krishna is present in this world now, Krishna deities. So we associate with them, we get slowly spiritually enriched. And when we come to the totally purified platform, then we can actually appreciate. To appreciate Srila Prabhupada, actually we have to become a pure devotee. We cannot really appreciate him without being a pure devotee, because one pure devotee can be detected and appreciated by a pure devotee only. So let us become good devotees by taking the mercy elements, different elements, and as they manifest in the heart, then our appreciation will improve. So advancement doesn't mean, somebody may think I become a big scholar. Advancement doesn't mean, I spent so much time in ISKCON. Okay, in a Vyavarika level, somebody was telling me, we give respect to somebody because of his age. It should be done, because Prabhupada said, devotee means first he is a gentleman. And he gives respect to somebody for so many years and is gone, you're so proper. Okay, as an etiquette. But actually from the heart, we give respect to somebody when he has qualities, when he has actually advanced in Krishna consciousness. Then the real respect comes. Okay, some thoughts on it? Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandava Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, close darshan.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sadar Pranam. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Prabhuji.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Dandava
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama,